Hey guys, we're going to try and get through this mini unit this week. I'd like to wrap up these grammar refreshers and move on to our mini research paper this following week. So I want you guys to be able to work through the worksheets. So instead of having in-class time for instruction, we're going to do it on video. So page 1 of the packet that I gave you yesterday in class, top of the page says Lesson 1 Prepositions. A preposition, you guys are familiar with them. You'll see a list of them in the middle of that first sheet in those columns. Some of them are single words. Some of them are more than one word. You can look at that list. It starts with the board, ends with without, and then the compound prepositions start with according to and ends with instead of. So you can look through that list. I'm not sure that it's comprehensive, but this is a list of very commonly used prepositions. I know some of you have memorized some of these lists before. So the definition of a preposition is at the top of the page in gray. A preposition is a word that shows the relationship between a noun or pronoun and its object. So there is an object of the preposition. The preposition is one word or multiple words at the beginning of a prepositional phrase. Actually, sometimes the preposition can come after its noun or pronoun. We'll see some examples of that later. But it is one word that is related to a noun or a pronoun, and usually that makes up a phrase. Okay, but right now we're just talking about, in this very first sheet, you're just going to be identifying the preposition or the few words that make up the preposition, not the entire prepositional phrase. So, but in order for it to be a preposition, it needs to have a noun or a pronoun that it relates to. Sometimes these prepositional words are used as adverbs. And I'll show you an example of that. There's an example of that on the bottom of this page. So you'll need to be able to recognize the difference between those two. So let's look at the examples there. Behind the house. There's a relationship between this preposition and the house. Something is behind it or under it or in front of it. It shows a relationship there. Okay? Some prepositions, like I said, are made up of more than one word. In front of, instead of, in place of, by means of. You'll see a list of those. So you'll need to recognize that that combination of words is the preposition, not just the one word, but the combination is included. Those words together are the preposition, not the entire prepositional phrase. We'll see that. Okay, so what I was talking about, some words, the preposition is sometimes an adverb, not a preposition because there's no noun or pronoun that it's related to. You can see that towards the bottom of this first page where it says example. Step up the pace. Up in that sentence is a preposition. Pace is the noun that it's in relationship with. So up the pace is the prepositional phrase and up is a preposition. The next one says please step up. Up in that situation is not a preposition, it is an adverb. It is modifying step. It's telling where to step. So it's modifying step. It's not a preposition in that instance. So let's look at these next 5 sentences and let's do the first one together. You need to tell me the preposition. You need to write it on that blank. So the sentence is Jennifer fell going up the stairs. So what's your preposition? Your subject is Jennifer. What is she doing? She fell. Okay. Where's your preposition? Up the stairs. Probably what you said. Up the stairs is the prepositional phrase. So what's your preposition only? That would be up. And that's what you would write on that line. So number 2. Look at number 2. Read that through. I think it's helpful to find your subject and your verb so that you understand what part of the sentence wouldn't be a prepositional phrase. Around lunchtime, it got a lot busier. So what did something? It got, right? Subject and verb. It got. So where is your preposition? Around lunchtime. And that's your prepositional phrase. So your preposition is just the around. Okay? So do that with the rest of these, and then we will move on. Yeah, finish that up in just a second. There's additional practice on the second page. Again, you are writing the preposition from the sentence on the blank, not the whole prepositional phrase, just the preposition. Feel free to go back to your list and look at that list of prepositions to confirm that you're on track. But do that in questions 1 through 10 on the following page. And then 1 through 15 on that page as well. You're going to add a preposition, whatever makes sense to you. Think through, read through the sentence and see what makes sense. So let's look at the first one together. When running, keep your eye something the road to avoid accidents. And you're going to put a preposition in, not a prepositional phrase, just a preposition. Because in this instance, the road completes that prepositional phrase. Road is the noun or the pronoun, the object of the preposition. So when running, keep your eye, I would think, on the road to avoid accidents. So you would simply fill in the blank with on. Choose a preposition that makes sense in the instance. So in this sentence. So go ahead, and finish 2 through 15 on this page, and you'll be done with lesson 1.